Hi there! Welcome to the What's New channel. I'm your host, Jazzy, and today we're going to be talking about some fun new inventions that can be used throughout all stages of life. So let's not waste any time and get right to it. Up first, we have our newest activity on the market called Artsy Words. Ta-da! This activity is built to encourage the concepts of learning how to read as well as write words or sentences while engaging in a fun occupation such as painting. Wait, reading can be fun? Reading can sometimes be seen as very boring or frustrating to many people. However, when you match up reading with an activity or occupation that someone finds very interesting and they partake in on a routine basis, such as painting, the dislike of reading can change into a possibility of future excitement. First, let's talk about the goods. You'll begin by having a cardboard easel, a cutout placemat for backing, an imagery with words that we can practice our reading, some other practice examples of material for reading and painting, a variety of paintbrushes or sponges depending on the skills of the individual, paints, plastic cups, as well as areas where we can put either paint in cartons or plastic plates. In terms of safety, do not eat the paint. It's not edible! Have crackers instead. The Artsy Words activity can be graded up or down to meet the physical and cognitive impairments of every individual. For instance, a child who's learning how to start reading, or someone who may have undergone a cognitive impairment, such as my good friend Henry Turner, would start by simply learning the basics and fundamentals of reading. In regards to grading down and talking about the fundamentals of first learning how to read, the Artsy Words activity can incorporate simple tasks such as word families and tracing word families, or simple one-syllable words just like pants, and then progressing to learning maybe two words such as yellow cup, tracing those, and coloring a picture. As the individual progresses with their reading capabilities, they can soon pull away from this grading down method and start grading up by completing higher cognitive level thinking skills while deciphering sentences with meanings behind them. For instance, red leaves fall from the big tree. The individual will then paint the leaves red. Topics for paintings can be adapted to fit all the interests based on the individual. For instance, if the client likes dinosaurs, all activities can relate to dinosaurs. If the client likes cars, it can relate to cars, etc. An adaptive aspect of this activity is that this can turn into a travel easel with a handle where the person can travel with and take where they go, as well as a storage unit for them underneath where they can put their papers, as well as their materials that are required to incorporate the painting. Most importantly, when it comes to safety, there should always be a therapist or loved one helping an individual with this activity in regards to you want to make sure the person is using the right pronunciation of the words that they are learning. And, oh, wait a minute. This just in from the BBC, there's a new invention out there for people who are elderly or people who are recovering from injuries that have affected physical capabilities. This artistic easel on wheels is a new fabulous piece of adaptive equipment that can encourage cognitive improvement through the Artsy Words activity, as well as physically strengthening those lower extremities. In terms of safety, watch out for sharp edges from cable ties. Although they're covered, they could sneak up on you like a barracuda. And like the Artsy Words activity itself, there should always be a loved one or therapist present while an individual is using this equipment to make sure there's safety around the walker for themselves, physically, as well as cognitively, to make sure that they're pronouncing the words that they're reading within sentences or imagery correctly. Unlike the cardboard easel we saw earlier on the tabletop, the artistic easel on wheels can be a little more expensive, ranging closer to $100 to assemble because of the certain materials that we are utilizing. The materials required for the artistic easel on wheels are a cardboard easel with a cutout placemat and the activity with imagery, PVC pipes, a walker itself, cable ties for shock absorbers, a can filled with different kinds of paintbrushes or sponges for writing, a water cup, paint cans, as well as papers with more imagery and words such as common words and word families for an individual to practice utilizing while doing the activity. Oh my goodness, before I forget, the most important part of the Artsy Words activity and the artistic easel on wheels is that it can travel anywhere. Warning, do not operate while participating in the Artsy Words activity. Oh dear! In terms of grading for the artistic easel on wheels, the normal version of using the equipment is to stand behind the walker with the paint cans in front of you while working on your lower extremities. However, there is the concept of grading down if the person isn't strong enough to use those lower extremities, where the PVC pipes can be rotated and the easel can face the patient while sitting in the chair like this and using the equipment to the side of them on a table. In terms of grading up, after the individual has mastered from seating to standing behind the walker, the chair can further be removed and the individual can accomplish the activity on this side in front of the walker with materials on the side, working on those trunk muscles as well as the lower extremities. Although it's better to probably participate in this activity within the comfort of your home, your limitations are limitless. You could use it here in your living room. You could even use it in here. Or you could use it here in the park! You may not be able to do it here, but you could ask the father. Or you could even use the artistic easel in the comfort of your backyard. A great feature about both the artistic easel on wheels and the cardboard easel for the Artsy Words activity that's used on the tabletop is you can turn both of them into an additional activity where you can use a magnetic board and practice our fine motor skills by moving around the magnets to create words or sentences. Oh, would you look at the time? It's time to wrap it up, but thanks for joining us today to talk about the artistic easel on wheels as well as the Artsy Words activity. If you have any questions or want further information about the inventions, feel free to call us at 555-5551. Until next time, I'm Jazzy. Have a great day.